It's my time for the weekly layout update, and I've got these two locomotives right here that I bought, and I've got to show you what I'm going to do with those because I have to switch my locomotives around to make room for them. So this is the plan. Here's what I'm going to do. So let's zero in on the GP15-1. This is a Chicago Northwestern 4400. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that one. So I'm going to move this on over to the Proviso Yard Chicago Northwestern switching facility. So this GP9 is going to be my switcher for the Global 2, which is at the end of Proviso Yard. So as I pan through Proviso Yard here, Global 2 is on the west end of Proviso Yard right here. And I'm using that as my container on flat cars, so my piggyback trains. So that is going to be used for that. And the new GP15-1 is going to be stored on this same track 1 in the Chicago Northwestern engine facility. And it will be used to switch all the cars in the Proviso Yard East Yard, Chicago Northwestern East Yard, which is that side. All right, now what am I going to do? This the power, this SD40-2 was paired with an SD48 or 40-2. What did I say? This is a SD45? Yeah. And then the SD40-2, I was having problems with it. So I'm going to be reallocating that engine. And let me show you where that is right now. So here's the SD40-2 that was consisted or MU'd with that SD45. And I'm going to move this one. I was having problems. That's the reason it's on the workbench. It was whining and complaining. So on a higher speed, but low speed it runs okay. So I'm going to move that to the Powder River Basin, and that's going to be my main switcher at the Powder River Basin. Let's head over there. So here we are at the Powder River Basin, 1,118.3 miles from Chicago, and I am going to reassign this road power to switching this east yard at the Powder River Basin. And so this one, this is a DC locomotive that I've recently purchased. So this is another SD40-2. I'm going to move this to the main line. I'm going to pair that with the one I just bought. So let's go see where that looks like. All right, so now we have these two. So this is the new one I just purchased, 6910. And this is the Operation Lifesaver, 6935. So I'm going to have one more join this consist. So I have three SD40-2s consisted together when we run this train. So let me get that one next. I'm going to use the Hawk. That's been my Melrose Park power plant switcher. I'm going to use that one on the main line. So let's add that to the mainline switchers. All right, so these are the three. For eastbound, the numbers go from maximum to minimum. So 6935, 6922, and 6910. So that would be the order of these locomotives. First thing I have to do is change this one to DCC, so that I got to put a decoder, which I have for this one. And then these two I have to consist together. I'll have to put all three of these and figure out how they will all run together. But will be something, I may work with Tom Stover on that because he's got a JMRI and he said he has a good technique for that. Okay, one last thing I have to show you about the locomotives. So back to the engine facility, the second track where that SD45 is, 6582, that locomotive is going to be my new Melrose Park power plant locomotive. So then that will, hopefully we can get three locomotives on that. If not, I might have to take a door out of that, at the back of that. Let me show you that real quick. See on this engine stall, there's two doors. Both doors are off. This over here, one door is blocked off, so I may have to open that and extend that track out in a little bit further so I can have room for 3 locomotives. We'll have to check that out. But let's find out where the SD45 goes. Okay, that's it. So the new Melrose Park power plant switcher is the SD45 6582. So I think that'll be a really good addition, and I have to redo all the paperwork on that, which I've been working on this week. So stay tuned for next week and see if we can see some of these in action. Thanks for watching and enjoy your week. Okay, we're doing some switching at Industrial Park. All right.
And now, in order to get those two,
Yeah, this is when it gets really challenging.
so I have to pull the
All right, picked up the last 2 cars here. So this is we're switching out, pushing and pulling, doing moves together.
have those big orange balls on.
Oh yeah.
Those big white balls on. That way
Yeah. Then
I won't hit it again.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take these and go pick up these other trains over here. I'll pan this
You have to
slow.
go around.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta get this switch here.
So we're picking up those cars on track 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. Take them on a test run. This is our industrial park train, and it's going to hook up with our test train of our new cars, and then we're going to check it out and see how they all run together. We're going to the crossover. We're going eastbound. We want to go to the westbound yard, so it's got to cross over here to get into the westbound track. Actually, we're going eastbound on the westbound track 1.
May I proceed?
Oh, you got it?
Yellow light.
Okay, good.
Now it's red.
And you're going into the yard, so Rob was using the train orders by the signal, so that was good. Can you hit 0, Rob? So your headlight goes on? And what we're going to do is we're going to run around these cars. Whoops.
Oh, I forgot my caboose, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. It's right now on the eastbound or the westbound yard, coming from the westbound going eastbound. So we have to do a crossover to go to track 2, which is our eastbound track. This is a test train. All these cars are new, except for the first 4 that comes from the industrial park. And we put a Santa Fe car on them. Coming into the eastbound yard, we're going to drop off the 3 cars towards the end of the car to the train that belong here in this yard, and then the rest of the train belong into the west yard. So we may have to take another lap, or we'll back into it. We'll see. Okay, we've unloaded 3 cars. I'm going to go show you those cars. These were new cars that tested and passed, so we'll switch those to where they belong a little later tonight. Light Power back to the power plant, Melrose Park Power Plant. He's done with his job. He did the test run. Now we'll park him right back here in this track right here, reserved for him. And I'm trying to get rid of all the pink in the industrial park. You can see I have a little bit to go there, but it's getting there. Little ballasting over here, little part back here, which I didn't really realize. Got to get that scenic. So I had nothing to show for my blog, just action. I'm running the milk train here, and I'm on hold because I have to get to track 2 where I pick up some more milk cars. This is Denver Yard. I'm coming from Lincoln, Nebraska. I haven't reached Denver yet, so I'm kind of journeying forth westbound.